What is your opinion about the United States being involved in foreign affairs?
In my opinion, I feel that a lot of the world has a problem with America because we tend to get involved in a lot of people's problems, and a lot of people obviously have a problem with that, and they feel they can resolve them on their own without our help.
Okay, I personally think that America imposes because since we are a superpower, we feel like it's our responsibility, and
we just think we know what's good for them.
But a lot of times we don't.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything that the U.S. does. I don't agree with them going to different countries for political reasons and doing it for their own betterment or gaining something out of it. I think that they should go to other countries if they really want to help. Like, for example, in Africa with the genocide that's going on in Sudan, and like other countries, not just for oil or money, economic reasons. They should go that they want to help, and that's what I think.
If countries are violating people's rights to the point where their lives are in danger, and on a massive scale, not just on a small scale, then I think the U.S. should intervene, because I don't think the U.S. should sit by and let thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions die by the hands of their own government. Now, if their governments are not allowing political freedoms like, freedom of speech, if their governments put people in jail for speaking their minds, that's bad, but I don't think the U.S. should go and intervene, or I don't think the U.S. should go in and invade their country. But if the country is committing mass murder or genocide, I think the U.S. should definitely be involved. I think the U.S. should definitely intervene. To me, there's no question. And that's the extent of foreign intervention that I believe in.
We interrupt this program to bring you...
Hello, and welcome to the 11 o'clock news. Today's top story:
U.S. involvement in foreign affairs. And how do people feel about the U.S. being involved in these foreign affairs of other countries?
We have our very own agent on the front line.
Do you know where he is?
Someplace called Black Lake.
Black Lake, never heard of it.
Yeah, that guy.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm all Craig. Pleased to meet you.
How do you feel about America being involved in your country's affairs?
Maybe I should ask you the same question. What you doing in my waters?
We're here trying to find locals to give us their opinion about the American government.
But then how come this hook's in my head, fool?
Oh, sorry, sir. That's not a hook. That's a microphone.
It's attached to your rod, mother liquor.
Sir, that's not a hook. That's a That's the camera attached to it.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach. You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe?
Did you say? I'm sorry.
You wanna come to a club where people wee on each other? I like you. What do you think of me?
Sir, I don't really know you. I'm just here trying to interview.
I'm gonna hurt you.
You seem like a nice modern gentleman.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Excuse me?
Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish. You don't know me. You don't know what I got. I got something to show you. You know what that is? That's old Greg's vagina. I got a mangina. I'm old Greg.
Okay, so my perspective deals with the U.S. government involvement in foreign countries. Ever since the event of 9/11, from research, I have found that we have increased the number of troops in countries. We have increased fundings for biological weapons, and we have also removed ourselves from weapons treaties. From the event of 9/11, I do believe that our actions of our government was the rightful thing to do, to declare war in Iraq and also on terrorism, and to find nuclear arms. But ever since that, the years pass and there's no progress within the war. So, like to this day, 7 years later, the numbers have dramatically decreased around to like 30% of people that still support the actions of Bush and his administration. As we know, U.S. has been one of the strongest countries we have known to be a superpower. And so, and also taking this from the perspective of foreign countries, we have seen the U.S. Remove itself from peace treaties, weapons treaties, all this stuff that we created was supposed to make peace. But now, since we have removed it, a strong country. The U.S. has been known as a superpower for many years now. And if you take a look on the side of the foreign countries, as the United States is one great, strong nation against all the other countries, of course they would be afraid, since the United States have removed themselves from ballistic treaties and also missile treaties. And so from a small foreign nation, they would be afraid a strong superpower come over, take them, or declare war on them. So this is why I believe that the U.S. is feared by most countries. Because from my perspective is that U.S. do try to help foreign countries with whatever we can. But if we're talking about declaring war on a country, and we think that we're making it better by reforming the government, I don't believe that's the rightful place of the U.S. government. And and also the U.S. government has greatly abused their power by manipulating politics and also using their strong, willful power using the military.
Okay, so there are two different sides to this argument. There's the one that DeSouza makes, which basically says that America is should be an example country for everybody else because we have so many freedoms and so many different opportunities that other places aren't allowed to have. But then at the same time, you have Hertzgaard's argument that our country is arrogant and we're so blind to everything else that we only think of what will benefit for us.
So, in the past, America was lusting for land and went around the world to claim land and expand its territories. I mean, they were successful in obtaining these lands and expanding the U.S. territories, but it's not always regarding helping those countries that need help from their terrifying government. I mean, have you ever considered how money-hungry America is? We have a booming economy, and sometimes our economy produces more than America can, consume on its own. If the United States were to expand into their other territories, it would benefit the Americans, as they would receive more riches by selling more products and making sales in these foreign countries. And it's basically they're getting more customers other than just America. And if those other countries were involved in the economy, what they make, we make a profit. So I mean, America is not only doing it for land expansion, they're also doing it for the economy. Like these people.
We used to leave the blue lights on, and there was a beat. Ever since you